I'm talking about cancer. I've spoken on this quite a number of times on a live presentation here in KL, and then I was asked to present this also in here on Zoom for everybody else outside of KL to actually listen to what I have to say and what I went through, my experiences in dealing with cancer. And no, it's been a journey. It's been 2 years, just slightly more than 2 years that I was detected with cancer. So I'll just like to explain. I'll go through some of the things that I went through and what has helped me. And I appreciate if you got any uh, questions that you want to ask, do write it down in the chat box, and I'll try during the question and answer session later on. If you'd like to ask me some questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. And do note that this talk that I'm giving is based on real life experiences that I've gone through, and the people who'll be talking and the testimonials that I'll be sharing are actually real life experiences that has been experienced by my friends and partners over here in Avita. And if you do have medical issues, also please do consult with the medical practitioners that you are seeing at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go through this. As you can see in this, hang on. Sorry. In this chart, this was taken from Singapore. I think it applies not only to Singapore but also to many places in and around the world, especially in Southeast Asia. That the top five cancers, for the male is from colorectal cancer, which I suffered. There's lung cancer, prostate cancer, liver, lymphoid neoplasm. And for females, they are usually breast cancer, colorectal cancer too, lung cancer, cancer of the uterus, and ovarian cancer. So these are the top five cancers that was taken from the Singapore Cancer Registry annual report that they took between 2017 and 2021. So you can see that the cancer is actually something that has been widespread, and you can see a most recent report just maybe a month ago. It says that more young adults and teens in Singapore are being diagnosed with cancer, and at a very much younger age too. So this is based on the period between 2019 to 2023. So this is not something that is just very recent due to our lifestyle changes, lifestyle that we are doing. That many of us are there is or somebody we know actually may be down with cancer at a much younger age than previously thought that you would contract. People usually think, oh, cancer, it's going to be something that will hit you maybe in your 40s, on your 50s, on your 60s. But you are only as healthy as you are until the doctor tells you, sorry, you're not healthy anymore, like what I was told, a couple of years back. So this is something that we need to be aware of, and do the things we eat, and inside this report, you can see from Straits Times that lead a healthy lifestyle. Okay, 2 years ago, slightly more than 2.5 years ago, I underwent a uh, blood tests, basically a health screening. And during my health screening, you actually when tested my markers, my blood tests, my CA markers to show cancer markers, and all these things in the report showed that everything was fine. Yeah, my CA markers was normal, but I told the doctor that I had uh gastric issues, so I thought maybe I had uh gastric ulcers. But so the doctor told me, why don't you do a scope test, endoscope, at the same time a colonoscope? Everything went through, it was fine. There was no ulcers, but in my colonoscope they found a tumor, a big tumor. Okay, so this tumor required a biopsy. They took a sample, and you can see in this picture, the tumor is actually right there in the middle two pictures. Okay, and this tumor after the biopsy turned out to be cancerous malignant, right? All of a sudden, from being healthy, I was told by the doctor that okay, now you've got the cancerous tumor in you, and what are you going to do about it? So, like what most people thought, they said, okay, oh my God, cancer. It seems to be like a I wouldn't say like a sentence being handed out to you, but you start to think, what is this? But to me, when I thought of this, all I wanted to do is to get rid of the tumor and to recover. The doctors, I went to see a surgeon, and the surgeon said the best thing, remove the tumor, do a surgery, have a look at the what stage you are at. When chemo is required, go through the chemo, right? I went through the surgery. Okay, this is me after 2.5 to 3 hours surgery. Came out of the surgery, which actually in the surgery actually I had the incision, about the 8-inch incision down straight the middle of my belly, and I'm hugging that because whenever if you had this experience the surgery, you feel the pain when you cough, right? This is my first day after the surgery. After the surgery, I was there before waking up, and after waking up, I could sit still. And this is me on day 5 and day 6, and I could sit up. I could be discharged. The doctor said, "You can discharge, Edmund. You have done a remarkable recovery," right? And when I thought back about it, why did I have this recovery? This recovery is something that the doctors said that after a major surgery, I had a remarkable recovery that went through. Okay, maybe let me talk about how this happened, how this recovery happened. Just slightly before my surgery, I took down this Celergen, Avita's Celergen. Celergen was something that was taken by my wife, Chris, who undergoes dialysis. And for me, I always thought that I was healthy. And being healthy, I was very complacent. I would take down whenever I like it. When I feel like it or remember, I pop down the Celergen. Then until I was told that, okay, I've got the tumor. Then the surgery was looming in front of me. And suddenly I said, I needed to take this. And before I was admitted for my surgery, I took 6 capsules down just before being admitted, because I know after my surgery, it'd be difficult to swallow, it'd be difficult to take anything. So because during the time I've attended all the talks in Avita, something that stuck in my mind. There was a guy, a Avita member, who needed to go through a heart valve operation, and the heart operation, I'm not sure it's a heart valve operation. And remember in the story, he said he took down 6 capsules of Celergen before that. And that has always stuck on me. So before that, I took down 6, before my surgery, I took down 6 tablets, 6 capsules of Celergen, and went through my surgery. And the recovery from that surgery was short of remarkable. I could walk on the first day. Third day, I was walking unaided. The 5th, 6th day, the doctors came and said, you can be discharged. But me being me, I wanted to stay an extra day to see the doctor, the outcome of the test on to see what stage of cancer I had. But the doctor said, go back and rest. You are well to go back now. And that's me on the right picture, that you can see that I'm actually, I'm like very well. Take a selfie just before my discharge. That was me during that time. But because of after I was discharged, the results of the lab test came back on my tumor, And because of the um, lymph nodes that was tested more than the lymph nodes, usually they test the lymph nodes around the section that was of colon that was taken, showed that there were some traces of cancer cells in it. So I was advised by the oncologist to go through 8 sessions of chemotherapy. And this is my first day of chemotherapy using oxyplatin injection intravenous. And this 8 sessions consist of 1 day intravenous, followed by 2 weeks of oral medication, and then 1 week of rest, then continue with the second session. This is me on the first session, and I would go this 8 times over a period of 6 months. And over this period of 6 months, every day I consume 2 capsules of Celergen every day. And I did ask the doctor, can I take supplements for this? He said, continue taking what you're taking. As long as the blood test results come out, it doesn't show any any adverse results on on your blood test report, especially on your liver, and then it's fine. Continue taking what you're taking. So I did that. All my blood tests came out very well. I did not had a single blood test that stopped me from going through my chemo at the time. And every single time I went through my chemo and when I went back there, the doctor would ask me, do you have any nausea? Can you eat? Do you have an appetite to eat? Are you very tired? I said, all these things, I'm fine, doctor. I all the pills that you gave me for nausea, I never took it. The pills that would give me if I did not have any appetite to it, I never took it. If anything, I ate more than I needed to because he said that you need the energy to try and eat as much as you can. And I did, and I put on weight. I told the doctor that, and the doctor said, that's good. Usually everybody would be very lose a lot of weight because they have no appetite to eat, they feel like vomiting and things like that. I did fine. Throughout my 6 months with Celergen, I went through my chemotherapy uh, as a breeze. And believe it or not, I work in the construction industry, with the property development. I visited my sites. I walked up the sites with my consultants. They were initially kept on looking at me. Edmund, are you all right? Do you need to rest? Do you want to go up? I said, go on, go on. I'm following with you. I can walk faster than them up the stairs. So they were quite surprised at what I was doing. Right. Okay. One of the things that really encouraged me on this in this journey was after I was discharged not long, there was a event in our Avita office in Kuala Lumpur. And during that event, I think it was our National Day event. And it was just shortly after I was discharged. And there I was. Could you believe it? During the lucky draw, we won the grand prize. That's me with my daughter. We won the grand prize of a full set of Avita products. That was shouldering. That I think that's something that tells me that this is what I should be doing. The Avita products has helped me. I got my whole set of Avita products there, worth more than 10,000 ringgit over there. So that's me just after that, and that's why I'm here today sharing with all of you my journey through my cancer with Avita. It's been 2.5 years. I've gone through this. I'm in remission right now. I'm very thankful of Avita and Celergen that has helped me, and I'd like to share more of this. And let's go on with more about what Celergen does to you. Okay, like I said before, what I'm going to present is about true life stories that has that I've experienced, and the true stories that have been shared by the people here, and the testimonials are real life experiences. Do If you intend to follow the what we are doing, do consult with your doctors or your medical practitioners of with the illness that you are going through. All right. Okay. This is a supplement that has helped me, and we are just sharing it with you. Thank you. Okay. What is Celergen? Celergen is it's something a cell therapy that will help us to regenerate and rebuild our cells. But you will not you won't it's going to turn you back into a baby, though it does show that it helps with aging. Neither is it going to turn you into Miss Universe, though it makes you have like beautiful skin. And it's not going to turn you into Tom Cruise either, though it makes you look very much younger. You may be as good looking as Tom Cruise, but it does have all these things that help you to recover this. All right. Collagen, it helps us to improve our skin resilience. Its tone, its texture. A lot of us have actually taken this, and you can see how age has basically stood still, right? Besides the stories I've told you about cancer, it has many other uh functions or um things that can help you enhance your alertness, your mind, improves your sleep, improves your sexual health, faster recovery from exercise, reduces joint pains, inflammation. These are some of the things that actually that Celgen helps us with, right? What happens when you age? When you age, our cells, due to the environment, due to the things we eat, it starts to oxidize. It starts to slowly doesn't replicate itself as well as a baby when it's born. As we age, the cells will start to age at the same time and doesn't replicate as optimum as it would, right? And the telomeres on here you can see it shortens, and the cells this does not replicate itself in a way that it would be. So it's not as efficient. It did you Okay, due to the toxicity and the deficiency of the food that we eat, the environment, the air that we breathe, it oxidizes our cells to not be able to uh, rejuvenate itself in its most optimum condition. Okay, what is the thing about cell therapy? When it ages, it goes down, it slows down our replication. What Celergen does and what cell therapy does, the first step is it intercepts this, intercepts and it prevents the cell from deteriorating any further. And the second step is to repair and maintain the cells at its most optimum condition. So when it does that, your cells can repair cells and maintain at the condition that it will be, right? And then the third step is to rebuild and rejuvenate the cells that we have in our body. Regardless of age, when it rebuilds and rejuvenate at its most optimum condition, you feel that you feel your body becomes better, and the cells that actually uh, rebuilds itself are at its original condition, that the way it's supposed to be, right? So the three steps is it intercepts and prevent. The second step is it repairs and maintains. And the third is rebuilds and it rejuvenates you, right? Okay, how many of you have heard of stem cells therapy, where they will go to you know make them look better, make them feel better, and if you hear this, uh, that the rich and the famous, they will go to this to go to Switzerland to actually undergo injections. These are some of the few places that does all this stem cells therapy for the rich and famous, right? These are the clinics in Switzerland, right? And you spend about 50,000 to about 100,000 US dollars for these injections that will actually help you to slow down your aging or with medical issues. This is the injections that they will do. Now you do not need to do that. You do not need to go to Switzerland. You do not need to get any injections. You do not need to do any stem cells injections into you. I'm going to introduce to you the world's first oral marine cell therapy, right, from Switzerland. This is the Rolls Royce of supplements. You do not need to spend 50, 100,000 of US dollars in order to be what the rich and famous would do. You can have this as an oral marine cell therapy. You can just swallow it every morning and to help you to rebuild the cells as similar as what the stem cells injection would do, right? Let's listen to a short video on this. Yes, this is Celergen. This is a video of Celergen. How many of you feel that you want to experience this type one in the chat box? What does Celergen comprises of? Basically, it's a combination of the synergistically prepared things consists of bio-DNA cellular marine complex of peptide E collagen hydro-MN peptide. Okay, what do you mean by bio-DNA cellular marine? This is actually a proprietary product that is extracted from the sperm of the salmon and the herring fish in the marine seas, in the deep water seas or in the European countries. So this process of extraction of these DNA cells from the sperms of the salmon and the herring fish is something that has been there for a long time, and we have used this to extract the nutrients in this cellular marine complex and formulate it together with the peptide E collagen, the hydro-MN peptide, to give you the Celergen product, which is a proprietary product. It's copyrighted, is only sold by us and manufactured by Celergen in Switzerland and sold through Avita here in Southeast Asia, right? You know, when the product is produced and manufactured and sold in Switzerland. It has gone through many, many different types of accreditation. And these are just a few of them that you see on your screen today. And it is because of this that accreditation that they have, you can safely take it without safety ticket, and it's assured that it has gone through all the proper testing and through all the labs here in Switzerland. And one of the most sought after is what you call the BSCG, the Banned Substance Control Group. With this certification, it means that athletes going for the Olympians can actually take it. Elite athletes and professionals, they can actually take it without any fear that they may during a urine test they may find banned substances inside that test or during the blood test. Right, this is something that a lot of athletes take it because it helps to recover very, very quickly. So during their sports training and everything. Okay, so rest assured, this product is tested very, very well in Switzerland and in Europe, and all is of a premium quality and safety assured. And in Hong Kong in June, we also obtained what they call the China FDA approval for Celergen, and this is under the anti-aging category. This accreditation, or the blue hat symbol that you have it from China, is something that is coveted because not many products can actually get this certification in China. In order to get this, they will take lots and lots of boxes of this. They will test every single thing that you say that it does and that you can do before they can actually certify it. And that we got it in 2023 at the health exhibition in Hong Kong under the anti-aging category among 50 participating brands. So it is a very, very good certification to have, and it's being sold in China as well. And it's been tested extensively over the labs, independently tested in Europe, in some of the largest laboratories over there, that it actually the good practices that we have in producing it is, and what we say, the clinical test that we undergo is actually tested over there in Europe. Okay. Now, how does Celergen work? Okay, Celergen, it does not contain any growth hormones like placenta-based cell therapy products. It helps weak cells to repair itself, like I said early on. The 3 stages: it repairs, rejuvenates, and regenerates. Okay, and restore the cell's capability for apoptosis. What is apoptosis? Apoptosis is actually the ability of cells to die off by themselves. All right, after a certain time, the cells will degenerate and it will die off automatically. But sometimes because of oxidation, the cells forget to die themselves, and it becomes what they call a rogue cell, and this will generate into tumors and things like that. So with Celergen, it helps the cell to remember that it's supposed to die off itself. So the capability when the cells are not good enough, they've got oxidation, they will tell them that okay, it will restore the cell's capability to die by itself, right? And it restores the energy to the cells. It protects the normal cells against radiation. And one of the things it protects against radiation is something I experienced during my radiotherapy. After my chemotherapy, I went through 4 sessions of radiotherapy. And it's a targeted radiotherapy at a point where they were not sure why there was a spot there when I had my PET scan. And the gamma radiations that were pointed at that particular point during the 4 times, each time the nurse came to me and told me, "Sir, after radiation, please do not shower the applied area. It's very sensitive. You might get rashes, you might turn red and things like that." So, okay, I'll follow whatever you said. I protect the place. I try not to put water to it or soap into it because it says that it's going to be very sensitive. You might get rashes on it. But nothing happened. The next day, I went back there. the nurse asked me, how's your skin? Is it any redness, any rashes you get? I told him, no, nothing. He said, oh, that's good. So the second thing went through. The third day I went back there, and he asked me the same question. Any rashes? I said, nothing. I showed it to them. It's as smooth as ever. There's no rashes or anything. I even asked them, is your machine working properly or not? Because this is something that I said, I've got no effects. The fourth time when I finished, absolutely nothing. Even my oncologist came. So how are you feeling any rashes or anything on your body after the radiation? I said, doctor, there's nothing. My skin is perfectly fine. No rashes, no allergies, nothing. It's just like, you know, I didn't go through any of the radiation itself. So that actually tells me that my cells were actually protected against this radiation. But after that, the cancer cells or whatever cells that they were trying to target inside there disappeared off my PET scan. And after with that, when it was not there, the oncologist certified me well. I'm now under remission. Just come back every year just for a normal checkup. That's how good it is. It protects us and our cells. All right. Okay. Celergen has actually gone through a lot of tests, and it affects on liver cancer cells, right? And also on pancreatic cancer cells. You can see these two research reports. It's shown that it has inhibited the proliferation of the human liver cancer cells. These reports, it can be obtained if you want them. Please request them from the people that brought you here to this Zoom meeting. This is actual reports that were done on Celergen itself. Here's Florabelle, Cambodia. She had breast cancer and had mastectomy, and following rounds of chemotherapy and radiotherapy as well. It took Celergen before the surgery, and I was taking the treatment. He says that the biggest difference I noticed about treatment was that many of the patients around me, after undergoing chemotherapy, they felt tired, a lot of unpleasant side effects. He was surprised that she was still feeling energetic and had minimal side effects. Exactly what I went through. The side effects was not there. I could hear the people on the left and the right, they were complaining about their appetite, about their vomiting, about not feeling very tired. But every time the doctor came to see me, hi, Evan, how are you today? I'm fine, I'm good. He said, you look very happy. I said, yes, I am. So for somebody who's undergoing chemo, it is something that helped me very well. I don't know, it just either protected my cells, or the cells that the chemo, usually when you take chemotherapy, it usually, besides destroy the cancer cells, it also takes away all the healthy cells as well. It has protected me from that, and I'm able to be here 2.5 years later sharing this with you. Right, that's me, my testimonial on what I went. And this is another lady in Singapore, Amy. No, in Malaysia, in Sarawak, right? She went through the harsh chemotherapy, for breast cancer. And one of the things that the doctors will found out is that her nails, usually for breast cancer, the nails will become very dark, and she had pinkish nails, very healthy pinkish nails. And from 2015 to 2022, you can see her there. She's aged gracefully after her breast cancer. That is 7 years, and she's still alive. Breast cancer is something that is after 5 years, it still comes back. But Amy has been going through that 7 years, living a very healthy life. Right. Maybe I would like to call upon one of our leaders from the Philippines, Jonah, to share with us her journey through cancer and with Celergen.
Yes, hi everyone. Hi Edmund.
Hi, Jonah.
Yeah, I'm so glad that actually today is World Cancer Day, and what a day for you to be talking about our advocacy, to be yes, to be sharing our journey on cancer. I call myself a lucky one because unlike you, I did go any under chemotherapy or radiation therapy. My journey started when I had anemic, so I had colon cancer stage 2B in 2016, and it started with anemia. I didn't have any change in bowel movements or like that. I just had a recurring anemia. And then they found out that there was tumor in my uh, colon, the big intestine. And so I underwent the microsatellite instabilities. Of course, I had surgery. They took that, and then they it underwent the microsatellite instabilities test, and it yielded high. It was a test whether what type of treatment they would treat my cancer. And I'm glad because prior to the uh, prior to them knowing my finding that I had cancer, I was already on Celergen for since 2015 because my family actually had a high history of cancer in the family. You name a cancer in our family, and we had it. And when my husband had cancer, he told me, he really told me and shared me that since it was doing him good, he was doing his regular things in his work as a lawyer and boosted. So evidence wise, we already knew the benefits of Celergen. So he told me, why don't you take care of yourself by taking this powerful supplement, Celergen? And so that was the best gift that he
Come
ever
down the
gave
steps.
me. Yeah. So, and then that was 2019, and I was taking Celergen, one capsule a day before it happened. And then after I was found to have uh, colon cancer, I took two tablets for like 3 months. And then I took care of myself by taking also Life Biotics, our super probiotics from Avita. And also I was taking at that time the liquid so I took that to maintain my health, and I've never stopped taking Celergen because my tumor, CEA tumor, has been maintained at 2.5, 2.3. So it's in the normal range of from 0 to 5. And that has been almost 7 years from now that I'm taking Celergen. And I have actually became an advocate of it, and I've been sharing this to a lot of people, and lo and behold, I have by sharing it, I was able to give quality life to a lot of cancer people, and even there are some survivors that I'm very very thankful for. So I really want this to continue just sharing to a lot of people because there is actually hope. But of course, Edmund, we're not saying that this is a miracle pill that could really cure people. But who knows? You'll never know until you take it, because getting sick is actually more expensive. And you know how it is, Edmund, because you went under chemotherapy. My husband did undergo therapy. So the quality of life when you have cancer is not really there. But once you're taking this powerful supplement, at least that quality of life is there. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonah. Thanks very much for your sharing. Do give a hand, a clap to Jonah for sharing us such a powerful message. She has taken Celergen and has helped her through her journey with cancer, is to overcome it. Yes, we have the cost of dealing with cancer is actually very high. Um, I went through surgery I went through chemotherapy. I went through radiotherapy. Surgery itself costed close to 85,000, right? My chemotherapy and my radiotherapy and all those treatments came to another 100,000. So all in all, it actually the cost came out to close to 200,000 ringgit. Yeah. If it is something that if you take care of your health, use this uh, from the very start, from very, very early stage. It can keep your life, in pristine condition as it is, and the likelihood of getting it maybe lesser. Uh, I wouldn't say that you might not get it, but it keeps you, long-term prevention is definitely better than cure. And the cost-wise, un unless you have a private medical card insurance plan, getting sick is a very expensive thing in Malaysia, in Singapore, and all in Philippines. It's not cheap, right? Okay, let's go into this. Okay, besides being able to help us cancer patients, it has another very good side effect. It keeps you looking young. And this is our PA Josephine, our top one of the leaders, Paul Ambassador Josephine. This is her when she first took a picture when she just joined Avita, taking Celergen on April 5th in 2009. Right? As years went by, 22 days after Celergen, in 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, 18, 2023. Somehow or other, you look through pictures as it went through, is as if like time has stood still through all the pictures. She looks the same today in 2026 as it is now, also in 2023 and 2018. I first knew her in 2021, and she looks the same ever since then. Yeah, this is one of the amazing thing of this product, Celergen, right? Okay, why do doctors themselves take Celergen? This is something a lot of doctors swear by. I think uh, this is a doctor in Thailand. He uses anti-aging sports medicine. He uses this all the time with his patients. Dr. Kenneth Orbeck. What is special about Celergen is that it's not pharmaceutical, right? Yet it truly works on the cellular level to promote regeneration and can slow, if not reverse, the aging process. The human body is fully capable of healing itself given the proper tools, which is very true. The body itself, it repairs itself given the proper supplement. It helps to stop the cells from aging, repairs itself, and then rejuvenates itself. All right. So Dr. Kenneth is someone that swears by it, right? Dr. Lucero from the Philippines. Uh, he is one of the top plastic surgeons in the Philippines. And he always says this, you know, I can make you look younger. I can make a 60-year-old look like a 40-year-old, but I can never make a 60-year-old feel like a 40-year-old inside. The Celergen is the last jigsaw puzzle in his treatment with his patients. He gives Celergen to his patient before surgery because it reduces the risks and speeds up healing, and it complements his practice as a plastic surgeon. He's now, I think, 82 years old, and is still doing surgery. That is the power of Celergen, right? So this is how long a cells regenerate and rebuilds itself. All right, the brain takes 1 year for one cycle. The blood takes 4 months for one cycle. The skin takes 1 month for one cycle to replace the cells. Right, bones, the DNA, the liver, the stomach. So it's not something that will give you instant, It doesn't make you young, or this makes it reverse everything overnight. It's something that you will go, as if you take Celergen on a long-term basis, this is what will happen to you as time goes by. So how do we take it? Right? We take 2 soft gels daily on an empty stomach before breakfast, early in the morning. The first thing that you do, that's what I do. Once you wake up, pop in a Celergen, drink a whole glass of water. And allow 3 months before they assess this one healing cycle. So as we go along, we let the body, for 3 to 6 months to see the effects to the one cycle, right? And drink lots of water. Water is always good. When you drink lots of water, it helps to detox and wash out all the toxins from your body. So drink lots of water when you're taking the Celergen every day.